wait, because this is big. Christmas has come early this year, people. He is one of my favorite all-around performers, and I'm certainly not alone. Check out this tape of our first guest. Watch this. With 3 Grammy Awards, 1 Emmy Award, 2 Tony nominations, and over 25 million albums sold worldwide, this crooner has a lot to sing about.
Philip spilling cheer just makes us happy.
Harry Connick Jr. exploded onto the scene in 1989 with, of course, the soundtrack from the hit romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally.
If they asked me, I could write a book.
Since then, Harry's ballads have continued to score big on the Billboard charts, including the platinum-selling album When My Heart Finds Christmas. And with over 15 years of acting under his belt, we were not surprised to see him playing Deborah Messing's leading man on the hit show Will and Grace.
Maybe we should go upstairs and change the sheets, because somebody peed in our bed last night. Or did she?
25 albums later, the Grammy-winning multi-platinum crooner is celebrating the holidays once again with the recently released What a Night, a Christmas album. Harry Connick Jr. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, and I have to tell you, I've been in a lot of dressing rooms.
Yes.
I've never had those kinds of appointments in the dressing rooms. The food in the dressing rooms it's...
You see if you stopped by a little more often, Harry.
Listen, you just have no idea. They have these, like, berry... What are those called?
Fluties.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They're like a big poopy pancake.
Yeah,
with berries.
And like that quiche inside that...
A little phyllo dough.
It's,
yeah.
Will you maybe come to my house sometime?
Sure. Your beautiful wife, I'm sure she's a very good cook.
Yeah, Jill is a great cook, actually. She's from Lubbock, Texas, and she makes a lot of, like, well, she can make pretty much anything, but she makes a lot of Texan-type food.
Oh, there's the fam.
Yeah, that's 2.
Almost 2, yeah, it's 2 out of 3. Or 3 out of 4, I should say.
Yeah, that's my wife, Jill, and that's my eldest daughter, Georgia, and my middle daughter, Kate, and then we have Charlotte, who's 6, who's not in that picture for some reason.
You are severely outnumbered in your family.
I know.
The women are the boss.
Listen, I got to tell you, before I go on, I have a very guilty conscience, so I got to tell you, I'm having trouble. I can't do this. Rachel, I can't do it.
Why?
I'll show you. I was raised to... I'm sorry,
You just...
No. It's just listen, there's so much of it back there. I thought that's, I didn't think it was, I didn't really think it was stealing.
Really, I thought that, 25 million albums, you could afford some silver of your own.
Well,
Thank you for giving it back.
I've never seen it like this, and I thought, my kids would like them, and I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's a lot of it back there. There's a lot of it back there.
What's on the girls' Christmas list this year, other than our silverware?
They want actually a lot of different things. I'm cool. Really, that's all I can take out at this point. The girls, I think they may want computers because they are at an age. Georgia is 12 and Kate is 11, and they use them in school and. But
the tweeners, you got to look out for that.
It's a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be too invasive, but then you got to think. It's the internet, man. I mean, there's a lot of parents out here, and you think, oh, my God, like, what are they? Exactly. We didn't have that kind of stuff. The accessibility is what freaks me out.
No, the computers when I was in school were, like, this big
right.
and had big green letters. I was playing Atari, Pong. Remember Pong?
I think everybody knows what Pong is. We didn't do the sound effect.
I'm done. So, what are you going to give Jill this year, do you know?
Well, I gave her a Christmas present early. She wanted new ovens, actually, and so we had some ovens that were really bad. And this is so lame the way I did this. If you were going to put ovens in your house,
I have.
Well, I'm sure you don't interrupt me. You would have like how long would that process take for you from the minute you started deciding you wanted them to researching exactly what you wanted to the installation? How long would that process be?
6 months.
Okay. This happened in less than 24 hours. Because I called the place, I said, look, my wife wants some ovens. What's the best ovens? And they recommend, I probably shouldn't say it on the show. They had their recommendation of what the best ovens were. I said, well, how soon can you be here? And they said, well, how big do you want them and what type of cooking does she do? I said, I don't know what kind of cooking she does. Like,
the type with heat.
Right. And they came and installed them, and they turned out, she loves them. They turned out really well. And that was one of the very rare occasions where you do a dumb guy thing, and it actually worked out.
It worked out good.
I didn't have to, like, redo anything.
Can you give me that guy's number? I'm going to buy a new oven just because that sounds so amazing.
It was great, man.
24 hours?
Yeah, it was awesome. They came, and it didn't really fit in the space, so they had to, like, cut a little bit of the space away, but it was cool.
6 months.
But that's what my wife does. When you know, that's the way you're supposed to do it, because then you don't have to go and change your mind. But she was excited about that. But I can't give her ovens for Christmas. I think I need to do something a bit more romantic, you know, so I'm thinking maybe a microwave.
Nice. Because nothing says loving like the microwave oven. Do you do any of the cooking?
I do like to cook. I'm from New Orleans, so food is a big part of our culture down there. But I make very simple things like red beans and rice. I like to make gumbo, things that I know how to make. I can't make anything outside of the local type things, you know.
Yeah, I can't bake. I mean, everybody's got their thing in the kitchen.
Oh, stop.
No, I can't bake. I'm baking challenged. The one time I tried it, I sifted 4 times. It was a birthday cake for my mom. It never rose. I cried for hours. I'm not going back. I'm not going back to baking.
Did you cry because the cake was inferior or because you have no talent?
Both. 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 He's rough.